So Ministry of Truth is set in a world where a group of people have developed the ability to erase the memories of the population and make them therefore live out the same day over and over again. They're not actually living out the same day, but in their experience it is. Eventually that system starts to break down because the ministry begin to manipulate the situation. They begin to speed it up for their own personal gain, and as a result it starts to fall apart and people start to ask questions, people start to remember, and people start to wonder what's sort of beyond the walls of the ministry and what else there might be in life. And
as ministry members, we're controlling the population and what they remember and what they forget. So we've decided that it's better for them all to forget everything at the end of the day and everything gets reset.
All the information, you have the truth, you have a lot of speculation, but you don't have any proof.
As the themes of the show really explore more deeper thoughts, such as losing your memory, being out of control and having someone else always watching you, allowing you not to be free.
War, famine, death, disaster, terrible things, ripping the world, ripped into 1,000 pieces, 1,000 lives lost along the way.
I think Ministry of Truth is a really interesting show because it's contextualised in a sort of timeless era. We don't have a specific era that we stage the show in, so it's a very timeless work, but at the same time offers a lot of really pertinent questions about today's society in terms of what we choose to digest or consume as people that have choices in who and what we're around. And I think that it asks a lot of questions about who we are politically, socially, emotionally, and also I think what makes us human.
My character kind of provokes everyone to tell the truth and to say like we're all going to go mad if we don't get the truth out now, and kind of encourages people.
So cool. There's one phrase that me and my friend devised, a little dance phrase that comes out throughout the show, and that's so incredible to me that people get to see a phrase that we've devised on stage as part of a huge production, which you wouldn't usually get that opportunity in another kind of performance, but we've got that opportunity here.
The sound world for Ministry of Truth really comes from this idea of repetition and memory and how we remember things as a society. And so as a musician, I like working with themes and repeating them but changing them ever so slightly. So I lent into this minimalistic sound world, which then develops into something rather more hammy and almost conventionally musical theatre while having this darkness to it.
Shred, push, erase, burn.
Towards the end of the piece, when we get to see a bit more humanity, where the ministry begins to fail and we sort of start to experience feelings and more grief that is mentioned within the piece. And it's really, really cool that we're able to do that, because it makes not only the expressionism in the first half of the piece, but also just makes it more realistic and more human in the second half.
And also to add on to that, I feel like the issues that we raise in the whole piece, war, famine, death, disaster, for example, like some motifs that come up a lot, are very topical, especially in today's day and age with COVID-19 and so many natural disasters and things unfolding in front of us. It makes it really interesting, and you can kind of make parallels between the ministry and some authoritative power figures in the world as well.
When the oceans rise and the towers dream, we can